you're being played. And the worst part, you probably think you're not. That confidence is exactly why it works. Every day, people test you. They read you, and they decide how much respect you deserve. Most of it happens silent. No confrontati. No warn. No moment you can point to and say, that's when it sta. Root. And if you don't see it, you lose power. Without really. Zing it. The first way people play you is through small tests, not confrontations, not open disrespect. Small moments most people overlook. They interrupt you mid-sentence, not aggressively, just enough to see if you'll stop talking. They ignore something you said, then repeat it later, like it was their idea, or they joke at your expense. Nothing brutal, just enough to create discomfort, and then they watch. They're not listening to the joke. They're watching you. Do you laugh it off? Do you minimize it? Do you pretend it didn't matter? If you do, they learn something. Not that you're kind, not that you're confident. They learn you're safe to push. And once someone knows, you won't resist small disrespect. They never stop at small. Disrespect rarely looks aggressive. Most of the time, it looks reasonable. A late reply, a delayed answer, a plan that suddenly changed. Not onk. Repeated. Ly. And here's why it's Danjero. Because every time it happens, your brain tries to protect the relations. There be you. Sy. They didn't mean it. I shouldn't make a big deal out of this. That inner dialogue feels mature. It less calm, but psychologically, it sends a clear. Our signal, it tells the other person, your time is flexible. And when your time is flexible, your value becomes negotiable. People don't suddenly expect you. They slowly learn how little resistance hail face, silent disrespect, isn't loud. It's quiet enough for you to excuse it. And that's exactly why it works. Another way people play you is by keeping things unclear. They don't say no. They don't say yes. They say things like, we'll see, maybe late, let's talk about it. Conversations never fully end. They just fade, and you're left filling the gaps. Did I misunderstand? Should I bring it up again? Am I asking for too much? That uncertainty slowly shifts your behavior. You adjust your tone. You choose your words artfully. You avoid clarity decay. Eat peace. That's not incidents. Confusion create. Control. The person who avoids clarity. Eeps power. Because when you are confused, you seek approval. Instead of answers. And approval always puts you beneath the decision maker. Power doesn't disappear. It transfers. Quietly, gradually. At first, everything feels balanced. Then small changes appear. You start explaining yourself. Why you reacted a certain way. Why something bothered you. Why your boundary is reasonable. E. Notice assure. FT. You're no longer being he. RD. You're being a valuer. TED. The moment you justify. Basic res. PECT. The dynamic has already sage. And because power doesn't respond to explain. Asians, it responds to limits, and the longer you explain, the more leverage. UG, Eve away, these games work because they don't feel hostile. They feel normal, social, familiar. AR, humans avoid tension. By default. LT, we're taught to be patty. NT, to be understand. Ding, to not over. Eat, manipulation hides. Inside those V. Alluze, silence instead of confront. Tadaon, ambiguity instead of H. Honesty, pressure without account. Ability, no one raises they. Our voice, no one look. S guilty, but someone is gynae. In ground, and the most gay. Rouse part, you start blaming yourself for reacting to so. Meeting real, that's when the game. Fee, LS invisible. The most dangerous manipulation isn't obvious. It's the kind that feels normal. It feels like patience, like being understanding, like not making a big deal. And that's why most people stay stuck. K, they never noti. C, when the game star. TS, in the next vid, will break down the most common bay, aviar, people use to quietly control others without ever looking like the bee. Ad guy, pay attention.